Real Housewives producer reveals one Bravo star contacted him about his tell-all videos. A former producer from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and other Bravo TV shows said a longtime cast member contacted him after he released a pair of tell-all videos detailing his time working for the network. In an April 2025 interview on the Just Be with Bethany Frankel podcast, veteran producer Patrick McDonald said he had not heard directly from anyone from Bravo, but he did get a call from Lisa Vanderpump. McDonald told host Bethany Frankel that he felt that Vanderpump was trying to steer him in another direction after he shared his side of working on Bravo reality shows. "I worked with her for 2 years, I produced 2 seasons of Vanderpump Rules," McDonald said. "We always had a really great working relationship. We weren't super close or anything, but always had a great relationship. I haven't spoken to her since we wrapped season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. And then over the weekend after I posted the video, I got a call from Lisa. The first words out of her mouth after saying hello were, 'So is it just these 2 videos then, or is there more to come?' he claimed. McDonald said he felt that Vanderpump was trying to feel him out for information on future videos, and that she warned him that continuing to speak out could cost him future job opportunities. McDonald said he told the Bravo veteran that there was a positive reason for his posts. "I said, 'Well, Lisa, I don't really stand to gain a lot from what I'm doing here, other than trying to initiate some change for these hardworking crews on my way out,'" he explained. In the interview, McDonald shared stories of how hard reality TV crews have to work behind the scenes. "If I can impart some change on my way out of these shows, then why would I not want to do that? If I can make crew members' lives a little better or maybe initiate some change, then that's what I'm going to do," he said. "Just seeing how absolutely spent my colleagues were, barely being able to stay awake at times on these cast trips because they're so exhausted," he added. He also pointed to the grueling Vanderpump Rules Season 10 reunion shoot, during which cast member Rachel Leviss was verbally attacked by the rest of the cast. "I kind of paused and took a step back to myself internally and was like, whoa, wait, what are we doing here?" he admitted. McDonald had some happy times on set. In one of his Instagram videos, the ex-RHOBH producer revealed that he loved the days that he worked with Garcelle Beauvais. "Any morning when the crew found out that we were spending the day with Garcelle, they were ecstatic," he said. "And they most definitely do not feel that way about all of the ladies on the show." In April 2025, Beauvais announced her decision to depart from RHOBH after 5 seasons. It was the kind of juicy revelation that could only be delivered with the finesse of someone who's spent years marinating in the drama stew that is the Real Housewives franchise. And this week, former Real Housewives producer and behind-the-scenes maestro, Blake Harrington, made waves of his own, not with a storyline about a glass of pinup flying across a table or a screaming match in a luxury Sprinter van, but with the release of his now viral tell-all video series, The Bravo Breakdown, Producer Confessions. In his 3rd installment, which had Bravo fans' notifications blowing up within minutes, Blake casually dropped a bombshell. "One of the housewives contacted me after the 2nd video. The internet did what it does best, imploded. Twitter timelines combusted. Reddit threads multiplied like housewives taglines. Everyone had a theory. Was it Teresa who once flipped a table and would now surely flip a phone call? Was it Erica Jane, dialing in with a legal warning and a heavy dose of attitude? Or perhaps Kenya Moore, ready to twirl back into the spotlight by confronting a producer directly?" But Blake wasn't about to give up the name just yet, not until the end of the video. Because of course he knows how to build suspense better than anyone. For 10 tantalizing minutes, he rehashed the reasons he started the series: years of being silenced by NDAs, watching women he once considered friends crash and burn, sometimes literally, while network executives ate popcorn in the control room. He insisted he wasn't out for revenge. "This isn't a smear campaign," he said, leaning forward into the camera. "It's a truth campaign." And then finally, he delivered the moment that made Bravo fans drop their phones and clutch their imaginary pearls. It was Shannon Beador. Cue gasps, awkward silence, and someone in the YouTube comments screaming, "Are you kidding me?" Yes, The same Shannon Beador of Real Housewives of Orange County fame. The holistic, lemon in the water, I'm not yelling, you're yelling. Queen had slid into Blake's DMs and then left a very tense voice message on his burner phone. According to Blake, Shannon's message was equal parts frantic, curious, and concerned. She reportedly asked, in rapid-fire fashion, "What exactly are you saying in these videos? Did you mention that dinner in Palm Springs? Are there any clips of me off-camera, crying? Is Tamra involved in this? I bet Tamra's behind this." In his video, Blake played a redacted version of the voicemail. Voice slightly distorted, identity technically protected, but for longtime Bravoholics, that distinct mix of tequila anxiety and passive-aggressive inflection could belong to no one but Shannon. She wasn't threatening, Blake clarified. It wasn't like, "Take it down or I'll sue you." It was more like, "I need to know what you know, and how much of it you're going to tell." The fans had thoughts. Oh, did they have thoughts? "Of course it's Shannon," one Redditor posted. "She probably thinks he has footage of her trying to rekey her own arrest record." Another speculated, "This is her way of getting back into the Central Orange after her DUI. Redemption arc incoming," but some took a more sympathetic approach. "Honestly, Blake better tread lightly," one fan wrote. "If Shannon feels exposed, she'll start naming names, and those names won't be pretty." Blake hinted that Shannon's concerns stemmed from an unreleased episode of RHHOC Season 17, a scene that never made it past the cutting room floor, allegedly due to intervention from higher-ups. In that scene, Blake claims Shannon made a series of off-the-cuff confessions about her co-stars, including a shocking allegation that one housewife tried to bribe a crew member for better camera angles during confessionals. "The moment was explosive," Blake teased, "but it was buried deep." He claims he still has access to the raw footage, or at least knows exactly where it lives, and while he won't release it publicly for now, he says the truth always has a way of making itself known. Shannon's camp has neither confirmed nor denied reaching out to Blake, but one insider close to the star told Paige Squeeze anonymously, "Shannon is aware of Blake's videos, she's focused on moving forward, but naturally she doesn't want to be misrepresented or dragged." Meanwhile, Tamra Judge, Shannon's frenemy turned frenemy again, weighed in on her podcast, 2Ts in a Tequila Storm, cryptically saying, "Let's just say if someone's worried about a video, maybe they shouldn't have done what they did." Boom. Blake isn't done. In his latest teaser for episode 4, he ominously stated, "Next time we talk Beverly Hills." One diamond holder had a full meltdown off-camera, and there's audio. Bravo fans are already in a frenzy trying to guess which Beverly Hills beauty had the breakdown, Kyle, Dorit, Garcelle. But as for Shannon Beador, her call to Blake may just prove that some housewives are more scared of what's behind the scenes and what airs in prime time. And Blake, he's leaning in, camera ready, with one message. "I didn't come for war, but I did come for honesty. And if that makes them nervous, they should be." Want a follow-up piece with Shannon's possible reaction or another housewife chiming in?